Hi, Year 3. We're not going to be having a Zoom today because I'm at school. We're going to be doing some measuring though, and some really important things to remember when you're measuring. I've got my handy ruler here to show me, is trying to keep the measurements in the same units. So if you're measuring, comparing things, comparing lengths, you need to make sure that they're all in centimeters or they're all in millimeters because then are comparing the same things. For example, you've got my trusty ruler here, and you can see at the top here, 1 centimeter is the same, if I flip it over, as 10 millimeters. If I have 10 millimeters, I have this little much here, and it's the same distance as 1 centimeter. If I have 100 centimeters, that's the same as 1 meter, but one seems a lot smaller than 100, so it's important to try and keep them in the same areas. So if you've got millimeters, we want to change everything to millimeters. If you're measuring in meters, try and make sure everything's in meters. Another important thing we're going to do is have to split it into parts and wholes. So if you have 136 centimeters, that's 1 meter and 36 centimeters. If we have 350, that's 3 meters and 50 centimeters. So we're going to try two important things to remember. Make sure when we're comparing, the same units are there, and we're going to make sure that we can split into parts and wholes with our meters and centimeters. Now, we're not going to be Zooming today because I'm at school, but I'm going to be catching up with you again on Wednesday. We're doing something a little bit different on Wednesday, so you'll need to make sure that you've got a pen and paper, but I'll talk to you more about that tomorrow. But for today, we're going to be doing measuring, millimeters, centimeters, meters. Once you've finished that, there's some mentals down the bottom. Now, make sure you do the bottom part. Some people are just doing the two columns and not doing the bottom part, but you need to make sure you do the whole lot and take a photo and send it to me. Now, one thing I really want you to make sure you're doing in those videos, make sure you're pausing and doing the activities, because they're the things that will have you ready to rock and roll when we do some checking on your measuring when we're back at school. So make sure you're pausing where it says pause and doing the activities to make sure that you're thinking about the right questions, your neurons are getting used to all of that, and you're going to be ready to measure like a champion. Have a great day of learning. Make sure you do all your activities. Send them to me when you're finished. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday this week.